Easy, buddy. Good morning. It is Friday. Woo! It's a standard rainy day in Pittsburgh, which, you know, we get a ton of rainy days. I am taking a ride with the kid. Huxley! I am taking a ride with the kid to the vet because his leg has not been so great lately. So Huck, like any dog, hates the vet. However, Huck loves, like really loves going for a ride in the car. So he was extremely excited this morning when I mentioned going for a ride. And then he just, you know, sits back there, gets cozy, loves it. Well, that took quite a while. We're gonna have to go to some more doctors and specialists because our dear boy Huxley, you know, he's just falling apart. Huh, baby? It's just his leg. He's mostly fine. He has very positive attitude. You would never ever know that his leg is hurting him. Huh, bud? Now he's just happy not to be at the vet.
Has already been freed by enemy forces, perhaps? I can't wait to talk about what might be in the crypts. Let's go back for a second to see these other shots and what we hear her saying as she talks over this about death, knowing the face of death. This is obviously...
So we're back at home, and I'm working from home today. My job as part of our startup is to do a ton of different things in the realms of like creative and marketing and brand building. So for example, earlier this week, I was designing patches and buttons and picking out paper qualities and fabric qualities for our labels for our women's product. That's like one type of thing that I do for our startup, RevTown. Another thing that I do is write copy and write ad copy. So we are sponsoring a podcast called Binge Mode, which is going through all the Game of Thrones episodes right now. We're sponsoring this podcast for next week. So I am watching some Binge Mode to get an idea of how the hosts talk and what they talk about and be able to write ad copy that kind of resonates with them and their audience and the topics that they do. But also, I love Game of Thrones, and I have not yet watched the first 2 episodes of this new season. So I am watching the Binge Mode episode of the Season 8 trailer breakdown to, yes, do some work, but also to kind of lay the groundwork for catching up on the first 2 episodes of the season. So, needless to say, it's a pretty good day at the office. I think I'm gonna write this copy around. Our jeans are like really comfortable, and it's like, you could say it's like wearing sweatpants, even though they are like true denim, like proper tried and true denim. But I think I'm gonna maybe play along this this message of like, so, you know, that's what I'm working on. of the workday, or the traditional workday, if you will. And I am heading over to the Fit office, which is Joe's company, to have a meeting and do some work over there, which is always fun because I love Fit and I get to hang out with Joe, and we also get to work together, which is the greatest. It got very cold very quickly. It definitely does not feel like spring right now in Pittsburgh. There's Kevin. My BFF Kevin.
So is that the cashew queso?
Yeah, it's really good.
There might be some time in everyone's drinks.
Joe's like, oh, alcohol? Let me get
No.
Joe.
You sure we don't have enough? I think we're gonna run out.
Wait, I wasn't filming. We had a party today. Kevin made drinks.
The right thing is always the right thing.
Guys, do you need me to explain this?
That's what it means.
Yeah, Joe, will you explain it?
There's two things. There's the right thing is always the right thing. That means if you have to ask, it's the wrong thing. Don't fuck it up. Then there's cash checks break necks. It's over there. Which is also known as Thunder and Lightning, aka Joe and Anthony. Joe is over here, Anthony is over there. And when we come together, we...
Kevin! Love you, bye.
Bye, Kevin. Okay, enjoy your weekend.
I think I'm going to bed.
You tired? Well, there you have it, folks. Another day in the books. We went to the vet, we did some work, we visited our friends at Fit, and then did some more work.
And pizza.
And pizza. And guacamole. Pretty good Friday, I would say. Would you say?
See you, bye.
See you, bye.